If you're a woman out here, you can't even walk on the street right now, which is, I don't understand how that works.
There's many ways that this could have been done in a way that would benefit everyone, and instead what it looks like is either incompetent or evil.
I wish the police would focus more on
law enforcement.
Things. Yeah, on law enforcement versus girls in spandex.
Yeah.
All through Pedro Casante, Chatamaker, Monte Almo, no matter where you go, what they're doing here is destroying everybody's life.
I don't know what should the president with us, but it's the life.
You got any plan for what you're going to do yourself?
I don't know what to do. I don't know.
They use prostitution as a pretext to do what they have done.
There were something like some nights, something like over 15 pickup truck and big, huge truck.
That was during the raid.
During the raid.
Discotecas, bares, restaurantes que estén cerrados, referente y vendan bebida alcohólica. Después tú el que no tenga esa regulación tiene que cerrar a las 12 de la noche.
Again, nosotros estamos cayendo de nuevo en una dictadura.
So you say there's a lot of cops on corners?
Every corner.
Yeah.
At least 2.
Everybody's dead now. Almost dead. They have it surviving now where they have it on home because now cannot make money on the street.
I can actually tell you I've seen less families since all this started. Less.
Hey folks, thanks for tuning in. As you know, I've already shared many Instagram reels about what's happened and still is happening in Sosua. In this video, I'll try to put it all together, walking you through the major events in the order they unfolded, so you can get the full picture. Stick with me until the end because these changes are still unfolding right now. Sosua will never be the same. That's the slogan we keep hearing from the officials and supporters of what I'll call the new Sosua movement. And they're right, it won't be the same, but not in the way they imagine. Let's get started. I won't go too deep into the history, as you can find plenty of videos on my channel covering what's been done to Sosua over the last 20 plus years. For now, let's focus on the last 2 or 3 years, and especially the last couple of months. In 2022, we first heard about a mega project breaking ground in Playa Bergantin, between Sosua and Puerto Plata. It's called Punta Bergantin, a massive development backed by Dominican and foreign investors, including big hotel chains and even celebrity names. Part of the plan is a brand new cruise port. That same year, the so-called Sosua beach renovation began. New plazas, a hotel right in the middle of the beach, and who knows what else they'll try to squeeze in. What we see now is a concrete jungle rising where trees once stood. The natural beauty and unique vibe of the old Sosua beach is being erased, piece by piece, and will soon only exist in people's memories. Make no mistake, this isn't just renovation, it's preparation for a corporate takeover. Big investors, big money, big plans. The Sosua we knew stood in their way, and so they decided to perform surgery on this town. In July 2025, Operation Atlantico was launched by the Specialized Prosecutor's Office against human trafficking and migrant smuggling, together with the Puerto Plata Prosecutor's Office. Backed by the General Prosecution Directorate, the operation mobilized 35 prosecutors and more than 500 officers from different state agencies. On paper, the goal was to clean up Sosua, tackling crime, drugs, migrant smuggling, human trafficking and prostitution. In reality, it looked more like a military-style show of force. Over the course of 29 raids, we saw propaganda splashed across mainstream media. At the same time, a wave of social media gaslighting took over. Private accounts and possibly coordinated actors started painting foreign visitors in the worst light. If you're a single white man, you must be a predator. If you're a single black man, you must be a sex tourist. This was the narrative being pushed. Authorities claimed they discovered 174 women, including 6 minors, and 22 men. But who are these people really? Where are the names, the verified identities, the proof? Chances are we'll never know. The entire operation was spun as an effort to protect women and especially minors. But let's be honest, this is a cover story. What we are really seeing is a government that's already sold out Sosua, and this was just another step in clearing the ground for investors. For 3 to 4 weeks, neighborhoods were terrorized by heavily armed forces. Homes of ordinary citizens were broken into, smashed, and things got stolen. Wrongful arrests were made, and harsh treatments were delivered without hesitation. The intimidation by the police present hasn't disappeared. Even today, officers remain stationed up along the streets and corners and inside establishments. The aftermath was just as damaging. Wrongfully arrested citizens and property owners now left fighting for justice. Many Dominican women with no connection to the so-called special profession became too afraid to even walk through Sosua's main streets. Police posts were set up on nearly every corner. Officers stationed themselves in restaurants, in parks, even inside small businesses. The result? Streets that looked abandoned and lifeless. Tourists are nowhere to be seen. And here's the irony. Who in their right mind would visit a resort town where everywhere you turn, you see police? Families? Singles? Nobody wants that experience. Meanwhile, everyday people were harassed. Restaurant workers, women who simply finished their shifts, were stopped by officers as if walking home was now a crime, and told, "Go home and stay in your home." Also, a foreigner with his Dominican wife was stopped and questioned about their relationship after dinner at a local restaurant one night. Understandably, the man refused to share his story publicly, as the same officers came to his home to threaten him into silence. Even tourists weren't spared. A taxi van carrying vacationers from a local residential villa community was stopped inside a gasoline station, and everyone on board, and there were girls too, was hauled off to the station for investigation. These are just a few examples of the climate of intimidation and abuse during this Operation Atlantico. A heavy-handed crackdown that's left Sosua scarred, empty and unrecognizable. Mark, how's everything here, and has it affected your business, what happened a few weeks ago and still happening there on the corners with police and everything?
Yes, there's no clients. It's very, very slow for us. I talk to a lot of other business owners. It's so slow for most people are actually considering that they might have to shut their business down in the next couple of months if something doesn't change.
Don't you think that maybe that is the agenda, that they actually want to strangle the small businesses out and then get mega businesses in? We are seeing some Americanized chains coming in. They're talking about McDonald's coming in, and then they want to lift the prices for a specific clientele instead of mixed tourism.
Well, I'm going to say something controversial now. It's very possible what you just suggested is happening. We all know that government and big business often work together to work against the everyday man and woman. And this government here, at the very least, I say it that way, the very least, they're not very wise. It's one thing to be smart, it's another thing to be wise. And they're not very wise. There's many ways that this could have been done in a way that would benefit everyone. And instead, what it looks like is either incompetent or evil, harming of the rest of the population here and catering to the big money interests. And you can even do the big money interest so that it benefits the community. But the way they do it, it never benefits the community. Look at the cruise ships. Hardly anybody benefits from them coming when it should be the whole community is wealthy from tens of thousands of visitors a month in Puerto Plata, and almost nobody benefits in Puerto Plata except a few businesses that somehow got in as an adventure tour or something.
Yeah.
And
I just want to show them the police. You see they are roaming around the streets we see here, and they're on every corner. So this is part of what we're seeing here, is that people are being intimidated out of town. I keep hearing.
You know, they don't want any street walking ladies anymore, from what I hear. And this is their way of doing it. And that's what I was referring to when I said it could be done completely differently. If you want to have ladies, you can have a different section of town, and that's where they have to be. They can be indoors. You don't have to have it where, okay, they're walking around everywhere in skimpy clothing, you know, in the area where you want tourists to come. You can organize it. And if you don't want ladies doing it, then you can also do that without a giant military presence and breaking windows and chasing normal ladies who you thought were professionals and handcuffing them too. I mean, the whole thing was handled incredibly poorly, and I'm looking straight at you, President, and you, Mayor Alcalde. Totally ridiculous. You guys should be much wiser than that, and you can tell that I've been around the block a little bit. I'm not 20.
Thank you very much, Mark. Great comments, and hopefully this is food for thought for anybody who watches the video there. All the very best down here.
Thank you. We hope everyone has the best. That's why so many of us are upset, because it's bad for everybody.
There's been a lot of concern amongst the women down here about their freedom to be able to walk around, because it seems like everybody's being tarred with the same brush. Can you fill us in on what sort of things have happened to ladies trying to maneuver around the streets?
Well, one of the things I know for certain is, with my staff and a couple of staff from other businesses, is when they get off for work, they're going out to the street to go home, got stopped, got their ID checked, and told to go home. So they can't even be outside walking around. They were literally told after they got their ID checked, okay, you came from work, go home. If you're a woman out here, you can't even walk on the street right now, which is, I don't understand how that works.
That's tyranny.
It's definitely crazy. It's something I don't understand. And so a woman can't come from work, go to a bar, get a drink, go out. She can't do anything. She has to go home.
So this whole operation Atlantico, how do you look at that?
I feel there's much more to it than what they say. They use prostitution as a pretext to do what they have done. It's my idea. Because there's an area in downtown Sosua, which is in Airbnb, which is nightlife. It used to be residential years ago. Now it is completely commercial. It's no longer like a bar is bothering somebody that can't sleep. There's only one person still who lives in her house, but she's the owner of several places that are rented out to the businesses, so she doesn't mind. To have these businesses go broke, and then whoever is behind it might be interested in acquiring the area at a buyer's price, not at the seller's price, as they say in real estate. And I think it has something to do with that. Some people are very interested in Sosua for the future. In the meantime, between now and the future, a lot of people are going through a lot of economical distress. They don't care. They don't care.
The authorities don't care whether they go broke?
Yeah, well, the authorities are cooperating with those interests that want to do it. And there might even somebody be involved with investments also. This happened a lot back in the late 90s also. We were very affected by the competition with Punta Cana, places in the east, southeast. They don't want Sosua to progress. They want tourism to go over to them. And it's a sad state of affairs. We shouldn't be having competition between Dominican towns, one with the other.
However, this time it seems like they've got all these things lined up. They keep pitching from film studios coming in, several resorts being built, and doing the beach and all that.
Bergantin. It's in front of Montellano. Yes, once Bergantin starts functioning, Sosua will be like a zero on the left side of the town.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that means zil.
Something like 6-7 weeks ago, exactly. I've been here for about 6 days. I saw whatever going on the red light. Red light is the Predo Clisante area. Okay, there were cops every night at 9 o'clock until 10:30. There were something like some nights, something like over 15 pickup truck and big, huge truck.
That was during the raid.
During the raid.
Okay.
And when I got back, I just got back weeks ago now, and there's cops in the daytime on almost every corner on the red light again, and also at La Playa. La Playa, there's not too many, no tourists. Okay. No tourists. It's kind of dead. They're gonna kill the place. Overall, in the bar, there's no one, almost no one.
And in town?
In town, in the bar, anywhere. So and it lasts for something like now 6 weeks, maybe 7.
At the end of July, another blow came from an unexpected direction. Airbnb. Practically overnight, listings of guest-friendly apartments and villas in Sosua began to disappear. The stated goal: to wipe out sex tourism and help rebrand Sosua as a family-friendly luxury destination. But here's the question: what business does a large foreign corporation like Airbnb have in deciding what kind of town Little Sosua should be? When a private company aligns itself with government interests to reshape an entire community, that's not just regulation, that's corporate overreach. By now, some of you may be wondering, with all this happening, where's the protests? The answer is simple. There wasn't one. Nothing official ever took place. Yes, there was a talk of a protest by some of the people most affected, but it was cancelled a day before it was supposed to happen and conveniently replaced by a street orchestra concert organised by the other side. To me, it feels like the protest announcement may have been a psyop, a psychological operation meant to calm people down, give them hope, and then snatch it away in the last second to leave them pacified. Because if there is one thing we know, it takes a lot before Dominicans truly rise up and take to the streets. Everyone, I'm here with Alex. Thanks for being on camera. Now, Alex, there was just about to be a protest about all the things that people are unhappy about, and then they pulled the rug on it just the day before the concert that they had here. Why do you think that all the people are not standing up, yet they are suffering and hurting? Why are they not standing up and protesting against what they don't like?
So I tell you the truth, the people is afraid. The Dominican people is afraid because the police make a lot of pressure to Dominican people. That's why everybody don't want to make a protest, because nobody want to go in jail or nobody want trouble. They want to make you be afraid from the police. Now the people see the police, it's afraid. So when they have to be the opposite about it. So we got no choice here. We're gonna go broke. As you can see around here, all the business is closed. Many people got no employer, no more, and the business gonna start closing slowly because the government want to kill this area. I don't know why.
So you think it's a gradual strangulation?
It's right now. They kill us and life.
Even talking about a peaceful protest, like why don't somebody organize thousands of people to march the streets and and show some signs of disapproval so it can be felt politically that, hey, the people are pissed off about XYZ?
It's a little difficult because if nobody financial the protest, nobody gonna do anything. So what happened? The people can do this is agree with the government to clean the street. So they don't wanna do this for, you know, like they don't wanna give money to the poor people to do the protest because they together with the government.
Why is there no protesting happening?
Well, my observation is that those of us, like myself, we're visitors here and we're grateful that we can be here. And therefore, in other words, the extranjeros aren't going to do much to protest. And the locals just seem to accept whatever government gives them. And that's just the way it is.
Yeah. Thank you so much again.
Thank you.
Take care. Meanwhile, an information war is being waged online. On one side, we have the new Sosua group, and on the other side, those who see reality for what it is. The new Sosua supporters, which are also called the blinded takeover conformists, they keep posting glossy snapshots, carefully staged photos, a concert here, a street fair there, a VIP party at Hard Rock for selected guests, a staged march with chants for change, and a few ambitious real estate influencers repeating the official line. Then the cherry on top, a handful of polished social media videos with smiling faces saying, "Look at us, we love the new Sosua." But let's be honest, this isn't a thriving town. The reality is businesses are closing, families are suffering, and revenues are drying up. Even local officials have shown their true colors. In a recent speech at City Hall, one official brushed off complaints from struggling business owners by saying, "You have to reinvent yourselves." On the subject of foreign investment, she added, "If us protecting our citizens, especially our kids, is bad for your investment, then invest somewhere else." The translation of this is, if you don't like what we are doing, get lost. In reality, they don't care if local businesses shut down. They don't care about Dominican families losing income. They only care about clearing the board so their agenda can move forward. How's it affecting the businesses having the ongoing police after the already brutal raids that was happening on the town here?
I mean, nobody wants to be around that. Nobody wants to be around the military. As far as they talk about one type of tourist to the next type of tourist, neither version of tourism wants to see police and military everywhere. No one wants to be around any of that.
So what's the big agenda that they have by keeping them there?
That's the problem. I don't know what the plan is. I don't think they have a plan. There's certain things I can't say, us being visitors. But at the end of the day, it seems like they're just trying to gut the businesses out. But as I told you earlier, this doesn't just affect tourist businesses. This affects the locals. It's a domino effect. Those employees don't just rely on their pay. They rely on tips. Those employees have to pay for their kids. Those employees have to pay their rent. Those employees have other things they have to take care of. It's everyone sitting on the top of the hill saying, "Oh, this will be fine. It could be bad for a little while." It's not just bad for a little while. It affects a lot of people. And I don't think a lot of people understand that.
Right now. Yeah.
Right now, it's a huge domino effect.
Yeah.
My daughter's school right now is 15% less than last year because people couldn't pay the fee for school inscription. So it's affecting a lot of people. My daughter's school's right here in Sosua. It's affecting a lot of people.
So I find there's a lot of gaslighting going on the internet. You get these people that have events, but you can't run an event all day, every day. But when they do run these events, they come down and film and look how lively Sosua is and look how it's already turned into a family town. I walk down the street right now, it's bone empty.
Brother, they're using the same footage from every event over and over and over again if you pay attention. It's the same photos, the same videos. They're very good at marketing. They're doing very good. I'm not going to say who, but they're doing very good at that.
Yeah.
And if you pay attention, same videos, same photos, over and over and over again.
So if you want the truth, just come down here during the day, stroll down Pedro Clisante and you're going to see the real facts. That's the real minute to minute, hour to hour reality, and it's hard on every single business here. All right. So any final words?
You know how I feel. I heard you say it. People should still come down. I mean, the town can be lively again. The nightlife is pretty much dead at the moment. I don't know what their plan is for that. As I said, families don't come out past 9 p.m., so I don't know what the plan is for that. But at the end of the day, the beach is still going. It's still a beach town. Most of the businesses are trying their best to stay open in the long scheme of things, try to ride this out. It's just that right now there's not a lot of tourism here.
Greg, thank you very much. Nice to hear from you, and all the best with your business.
Appreciate you.
Folks, I'm here with Vincent from Brick City Flames on Pedro Clisante, Sosua. Thanks for jumping on camera.
Hey, no problem. How you doing, Mr. T?
I'm doing great. So what's the effects of this Operation Atlantico been to your business?
Oh, man. Wow. It's been a crucial effect. You know, I went from having 8 employees, I'm down to 3 employees now. There's no customer. There's no tourism left in Sosua.
And do you think that was their agenda, doing what they did?
You know, I have no idea absolutely what their agenda was. They didn't let the business owners know. It just, operation came in and, you know, it seemed like it was targeting the businesses. I don't understand why when we hire so many local Dominicans.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't understand it, you know.
But they're still knocking on your door too. You just told me off camera here.
Yeah, you know, they still come, you know, not vigorously as when it started, but they're still coming in, you know, just, you know, we holding on by a thread. That's not me. I didn't talk to so many business owners since I've been here, and, you know, we holding on to see what's the end game, what's the change.
Yeah, we were just sitting next to another businessman over there. He's laid off 11 people.
He laid off 11, exactly. You know, it's everywhere. It's not one business that's not hurting from this, you know, and we just want to know what's the end game. Where do it end at? If not, a lot of us are going to have to close the doors. A lot of local Dominicans will be unemployed.
Yeah.
So,
anyway, it seems very cruel and nasty. It's like soft terrorizing of everybody's business and income. So are you seeing more people now than just after the initial event of this Atlantico?
There's nobody out there. So, you know, you do your ride around. I watch your videos all the time. What you're saying, you speaking truth or power. You know, we watching you, and what you're putting out there is actually true. There's nobody out on the streets.
Yeah.
There's nobody out here.
Well, keep on fighting the good battle there. So we'll see how it all unfolds. But I would like to encourage everybody to come down and support businesses like Vincent's business
owners.
Yeah.
Come support us.
Yeah, and when you get speaking to the business owners, they also know who's part of the good team who wants to see Sosua thrive again, and who's not. So thank you very much for your words.
Nice to see you always, man. Continue to keep up a good fight for us, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Yep.
Cheers. What is the situation for people who are working either independently in the streets or small businesses of Sosua?
Everybody's dead now. Almost dead. They have it surviving now what they have it on home because now cannot make money on the street. Nobody can make money in the street, like the motoconchos, like the people that selling the cigarillos and sweet stuff like that, the people that selling some fast food in the street, everybody's dying.
The raid was about a month and a bit ago, so why would you say there's no tourism now? All these families they were going to bring in, why are we not seeing any families?
Because it's a liar, and the police want to make it difficult for the people to survive in here. The poor people have to be gone. Only gonna survive here the people with the money. It's like we know that all around the world. We will have money, have the financial stuff to survive in. These people gonna survive. And the rest of the world is gonna be dead.
Thank you for your comments.
Yeah.
Not long ago there was a flick of excitement and hope. Sosua's legendary Club 59, a place filled with history and memories for both locals and tourists, was set to make a comeback. The mayor himself took control of the project, had it remodeled, and even completed the renovation. But here's the catch. The club was finished weeks before Operation Atlantico, and yet the doors never opened. Now we know why. The timing wasn't accidental. This is a power play, and it's happening at every level. The so-called renovation of Sosua Beach is still moving forward. Yet I wouldn't call it a renovation. I'd call it destruction and a takeover. In recent weeks, more of the small casitas at the entrance of the beach have been demolished. Meanwhile, construction of the plazas is dragging on with no clear completion date. But what is clear is that this process is destroying the beauty and authenticity of what was once one of the most iconic beaches in the Dominican Republic. All right, I'm at Larimar Beach Club 109. I found Christian here.
Hello, people.
Hello.
How are you, Mr. T?
Good, thank you. Roaming the beach here.
Yes, sir.
We got the guy who sells corn yelling out behind me here.
He's always yelling.
So what's going to happen to his job when they rip out everything on the beach and put a hotel here or whatever the big plan is, which they don't disclose openly to anybody, but that seems to be the action agenda that we are seeing. So what are people going to do for work?
The first thing is that everybody's worried about that because some people already got a set up plan, but most of the people here, they don't know what they're going to do because especially, they live off their jobs, of their business. They're not going to have no business after this because not everybody going to go to these casitas. They don't have enough for everybody.
Mm-hmm. I use a terminology called mixed tourism. Yes. And for decades, this place has survived on mixed tourism. Definitely. And the businesses have survived on it, and the staff that works in those businesses have got jobs because of independent mixed tourism coming down here. So if they eliminate all of that, which seems like they're doing.
No, it's bigger than what people think because usually we had here over 200 casitas. Imagine how many people work on these 200 directly, indirectly. Like directly, you can say you can multiply this 200 for at least 3 or 4 times, or say 5 times. So we're talking about a lot of people that is going to be unemployed because where are they going to find jobs here? It's not a lot of.
They're not putting that many casitas in their new concrete jungles.
No, it's going to be probably half of what we have here, and that's not going to be enough job for all these people. It's like you say, we have the mixed tourism going on for a while, for a long time, and now they want to tear down this kind of tourism that we have by bringing the rich, only the rich. You can do something about it, but not mess up what we have already, Mm-hmm. They couldn't combine everything and do a little bit for everybody, but no, they want it all.
So instead of having millions of dollars going into thousands of pockets, they have multi-millions of dollars going into just a few pockets.
Just a few pockets. That's exactly what they're doing. So that don't make sense to us.
And do you personally have a plan with the business?
I've been thinking, but it's not easy. It's not easy to find another place to move the business because this is what we know how to do for years and years. So imagine now they want to get us crazy looking for another thing to do. That's not going to be easy to do.
So do you feel you're being bullied out?
Yes, definitely. I will say that for sure because now they're pushing us to look for something else that we don't know where.
Yeah.
So
it's a little bit like Palestinians living on their land for many generations, and then these settlers come in and try to push them out of their own home. So it's a bully kind of thing.
Exactly, because if they had a plan where they're going to put us to work or another place, but this casita that they're making, I'm saying, it's not going to be the same. It's not even half of what we have. So they don't even have a plan to insure us where we're going to have our business. So for me, that seems a very crazy
ruthless
thing.
thing.
Yeah. Oh, definitely, man.
Anyway, thanks for your comments, and I wish you all the best, whatever you
too.
Come up with. I'm sure you will, because you're a survivor.
Definitely, I am. But thank you for trying to help us out. I know you do the best you can, and no much people is doing much, so
Thank you.
I thank you.
Cheers. Everyone, I'm here with one of my favorite beach people, which is Lobo, who served me for many years here on the beach.
Sure.
Now, Lobo, they are ripping casitas down around you here. Folks, they like the beach with the trees, the shade, the plastic tables, cervezas, fish meals, and many other things. So, what's the general feeling here? What are everybody else? What are they scared of losing their jobs?
I think so. Everybody gone
Yeah.
outside. The government wanted the people for the people rich.
To come.
Yeah, the people rich. I hope so that our president think about that. We need our job. What you do, president? What you do with us?
Yeah, well, it doesn't look like they care. That's the sad thing. Yeah.
I think so. You got it the best for us. We have a family. We have a family. President, we have a family.
Anyway, as you can hear from Lobo, it's a sad situation. They are not really caring about whether people have jobs afterwards, how they're going to feed their families. You know, you look at this beach, it's 100-plus-year-old trees here with shade. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I know you're nice people, but think about what you do.
Yeah. Thank you, Lobo.
Okay, thank you so much.
Here's the reality. Government support systems simply don't exist in this country. There are no subsidies for poor families, no vouchers for housing or food, no monthly assistance, no free birth control, and abortion is completely illegal. Child support isn't enforced either. Yet the same government that refuses to provide even the most basic social safety nets has the audacity to chase away and arrest women who are simply trying to survive. For many single mothers, the only way to pay rent, clothe their children, and put food on the table is to work the streets on the weekends. They don't do it because they want to, they do it because they have to. And let's not pretend that the government doesn't benefit. The dollars brought in by tourists circulate directly into the Dominican economy, into banks, local businesses, and services. Everyone profits, including the state. The crackdown has triggered a ripple effect across every sector in this small, tightly woven town. Restaurants, bars, taxis, motoconchos, real estate, hotels, accommodations, tours, construction, even airlines and banks. Almost all lines of work connected to tourism has been hit. Most locals in Sosua live hand to mouth, day by day, and right now they're all suffering. Yeah, folks, I've got a special treat for you here. The biggest road hoon in Sosua. Steve, thanks for jumping on camera.
No problem.
So, how is Sosua locals and the people in business doing here?
I've been here for 17 years. I've never seen it this bad. I saw it where you couldn't walk down the streets and Pedro Casante was so crowded. Now there's nothing. All the stores that have been here for 10, 15 years, and I'm not telling you about stores that are owned by tourists. I'm telling you about Dominican stores are closing up far from Pedro Casante. It has an effect all through Pedro Casante, Chatamaca, Monte Almo. No matter where you go, what they're doing here is destroying everybody's life. And it's disgusting. And why? You hear rumors the Russians are coming. You hear all kinds of rumors. I don't know what the truth is. All I know is this mayor is destroying Sosua, in my opinion.
Thank you for your comments. The truth is, not every expat or tourist came here for nightlife. Many of us came because Sosua was a little sanctuary of freedom, a place away from the over-regulated, over-policed, over-commercialized societies that we left behind. Here you could breathe, you could relax, you could enjoy a sense of camaraderie with like-minded people from all over the world. The streets felt safe, whether you walked them at night or daytime. But that Sosua seems to be disappearing, piece by piece. It's being transformed into a commercialized, Americanized tourist trap. Soon it may be indistinguishable from Miami, Punta Cana, or any other cookie-cutter resort destination. That's not what drew us here in the first place, and it's not just expats who will lose. Authentic Dominican culture is at risk of being erased. Some foreigners are already leaving, searching for less commercial, less regulated places where the global Zionist cabal hasn't yet reached with their greedy hands. You came a lot because of the amigos you could get together with down here.
Yeah.
Camaraderie in English.
Camaraderie. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. So how is that right now?
But now there's no more amigo. They don't go downtown anymore. Only 2 guys I met so far. See, 2 Canadian, English Canadian. It's kind of it's kind of really quiet, too quiet.
Yeah.
So that if they keep going like this, what's gonna happen? They will kill the business around.
Maybe that's what they want.
If that's what they want, what's the purpose?
To buy up the real estate, buy up the businesses, and put a whole lot of McDonald's, etc. in there.
But yeah, even if you put out McDonald's, you need people to buy that stuff.
Exactly. Well, thank you very much, Mario, for your comments here, and try to enjoy yourself without your amigos being here.
Yeah, okay, yes.
I'm around. I'll have a beer with you.
Let's go right now. I do have some at home.
Okay. All right. Cheers.
Okay, à la prochaine.
Yeah, folks, I just jumped into Kevin Bacon, is it?
Yes, Kevin.
And you've been watching my channel before, so thank you very much for jumping on camera this time. Now, what's your take on Sosua? What is it that attracts not only you, but tens of thousands of people who've been coming down here, and what is it they want to retain?
If I had to put in one thing, it's hard to say one thing, but let's say the freedom. The freedom you get here in Dominican Republic, not just the weather, not just everything, it's the freedom, it's the love of the people. You know, I'm not just going to say it's a lawless place, because that's not what it's about. It's about how you can interact with the locals here. It's about the freedoms you get to go to any beach you want, walk on, feet on the sand, have a great meal. We can sit on the beach, eat lobsters with friends all day long, drink cervezas, and have a under $200 bill. I don't know where else in the world you can do that. You know, the water's warm, the drinks are cold, the people are friendly. It's a beautiful place.
So if they triple the prices, make it more sterile, how would you feel about that?
It's going to draw the people out of here. I mean, it totally changed the environment. Then you have Miami. You know, I'm in Miami. I go to Miami and I come here. I have a better time here. You know, Miami's overpriced. It's like the rest of the world. This was a gem. We had a real special place here, and you know, I hope we can fight to keep it around, because it's necessary. It's just so special and important. And the Dominican people here are they're just lovingly and just help everyone.
Well, my idea of the fighting is money. Invest with the locals.
Right. We have to keep the money to the local mom and pop businesses. Do not go to these big corporations. They want to come in, they want to buy everything up and draw the locals out. They want the culture out of here. They don't want the loud music. We have to fight with our money, fight with our time. Put your money where your mouth is and put it with the local businesses and support the people. That's what it's all about.
Thank you, Kevin. Great words.
So
all right.
My pleasure.
All right.
Thank
Have
you.
a great day. This hasn't happened overnight. It's been a step-by-step takeover, targeting one group at a time. First, businesses on Pedro Clisante were harassed. Then came the beach casitas. Then the Haitians. Then the girls. And now once again, the beach itself. Who's next? Make no mistake, they want the entire town of Sosua. Many current businesses won't survive. When they collapse, corporations will scoop them up for cheap or nothing at all, then replace them with expensive, sterile brand name establishments. If this continues, the people of Charamicos and Sosua Bajo could eventually be pushed out as well, as elites set their eyes on the coastline for all their luxury developments. Already many locals are moving into the mountains as the cost of living near the shores keep climbing. And yes, some of the upcoming developments are led by wealthy Dominicans. They might promise to give back to the community, but let's be real. The same elites still play along with the global agenda. Their version of progress means squeezing out the small men and women who built Sosua in the first place. Now everything has to be elite, everything has to be luxury, everything has to cater to upscale tourism. Good luck with that dream, because at the end of the day, I feel sorry for many of the locals who chant in favor of the so-called new Sosua. They may not realize it yet, but they may be cheering for their own demise. If in the past, multi-millions of dollars went into the pockets of thousands of people and businesses, now they want to make it so that the multi-millions of dollars only go into the pockets of a few. At the end of August 2025, local business owners gathered to discuss the future of Pedro Clisanta and drafted their own proposal for how businesses could operate and keep everybody happy. Yet the authorities obviously never accepted it, as nothing has changed. Instead, in early September, a police colonel here stepped in and unilaterally announced new rules, that all businesses in Sosua must now close by midnight, and that any violation of that would be met with fines. However, this supposedly goes against a national law that allows all businesses to stay open weekdays till 2 a.m. in the morning and 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. So the big question then becomes, who's actually breaking the law? And then just days later, in mid-September, Sosua was shaken by a tragedy. A North American man was murdered by a young woman. A shocking event, but potentially also a grim reflection of the economic reality that this town has been pushed into. You mentioned off camera about a law about the tourist areas in Dominican Republic. There's some hours where discos and clubs can stay open till. Do you want to cover that and how they might be violating it here? Thank you.
Position from the ex-president Leonel Fernandez. They make a special law for a tourist area, and this law say all the disco bars close in this location: Sosua, Playa Dorada, Las Terrenas, Boca Chica, Bávaro, Punta Cana. They have a chance to close Sunday to Thursday at 2 o'clock in the morning, plus Friday and Saturday is closed at 3 o'clock. This special permission is a law, exists.
That's a law?
Yeah, exists in the Dominican system.
So there's a police colonel who just had a meeting in front of a number of people saying that they want to close everything at midnight and they will punish those businesses who don't obey with that. So is that legal, what he's doing, or not?
Almost, there are two questions if they change the law. If they don't change, it's not legal.
Now, you bought a unit down here 4+ years ago.
Yeah, 3-bedroom penthouse here now.
And now how do you feel about that investment?
Well, it's a little off now because I bought it because I wanted to live here, the weather and everything, and they have a veteran center here. On Tuesday, I had to go up and park all the way by the casino Coral Reef and walk all the way to my appointment because now they blocked half of the street off from parking. There's no parking, the infrastructure is bad. So it's kind of like, I understand you want to clean something up, but if you don't bring in the tourism that you're trying to bring in first and make the infrastructure the way it should be, then it's kind of tough because now you have people that came here for a certain aspect of life to where you can be tranquilo, okay, and you can relax. And now it's kind of like, did I make the right investment? Now, maybe next weekend I'm going down to the capital so I can see what investments are down there.
All right, so they scared a lot of investors away, you believe?
I think so.
En Chalamico, en Sosua Bao, en Loma Baita, y en Maranata, the same night. They going like 3 bus, 10 motor, pickups, with more than 40 police officers, 40 to 50 police officers, running in the city, knocking everybody's door to grab the Asian people and just send them to the immigration. And in Loma Baita, they just received rocks and bottles, so they was not able to get inside Loma Baita. They got knocked down. But I see the video in Chalimico, it just freak out.
Yeah.
It's like army is going down in somewhere and it's like an invasion to finding the Asian people. That's it.
So there's a lot of tyranny going on here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, people afraid. People afraid to go out. My stepmother don't want to go out. She was a seller. She can't go outside no more to selling his clothes. She stay home and she's afraid to stay home because they go at your home to grab you and deport you. Until they have paper, sometimes they just break the paper and they send you because it's a business. They do money with that.
And this is all part of Operation Atlantico.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of cops around. I was just seeing on the video, there's one there blinking his light.
It's incredible. You can walk a corner to a corner and you're going to see 3 to 4 different
kinds of police.
Yeah, exactly. You got the tactic, you got the national, you got the polito, you got the... It's crazy.
What's your take on the vibe in Sosua now after all the attacks, raids, or whatever you want to call them?
It's a shame because it seems like they're intimidating people. There's police on every corner. The problem I see is they'll let a young drunk guy just sleep on the main street and chase everybody else out. It's killing the businesses. It's a shame.
So you say there's a lot of cops on corners?
Every corner.
Yeah.
At least 2.
And in the establishments too?
In the establishments. That, I don't know how they're getting away with it. They're sitting right in some of these places.
And how are you seeing business?
If there's 2 cops in a place, you're not going to go in there. You're like, hey, I don't want to be in trouble.
And how's the business owners doing from
terrible.
what you see?
There's nobody in these restaurants and bars right downtown. It's like they just killed everything downtown.
And we're a good month beyond now.
Yes.
So it sounds like they want to keep the strangulation going.
They are. Yeah, I just seen right behind me, probably 6 of them at the one corner. I have no idea what they're up to, but it's intimidation, it seems like.
They're looking for order out of chaos. They permitted the chaos so they could establish their order, and that's what they did.
So what do you think of all this police everywhere now?
Well, I don't mind the police that is patrolling on foot. I always said that's what they should have. And they should control the behavior and no loitering, okay? Keep moving, that's 1 point for the women. Also, don't exhibit your goods like you're a stripper on the street, etc., etc. There should be a dress code for them if they want to operate in that area. And behavior code. But they never established that because they wanted chaos to establish their order.
Yeah, I'm here with Lola in the streets. They're having one of these events for the kids here now. So you had a situation where the police should have been there but weren't. So what happened?
So this morning I was out with my family for breakfast, and just before we were leaving, a homeless man, clearly mentally ill, with 2 sharp sticks in his hands, just walked by and was, screaming, and he clapped his sticks together to the point where my son started crying. And, I'm like looking and I'm like, where are the police for this, I felt safe because my husband was with me, but I would have felt very threatened if he was not. So I wish the police would focus more on
law enforcement.
Things. Yeah, on law enforcement versus girls in spandex.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we're seeing people sleeping along buildings. I actually think I know who you're talking about with the sticks there. And they'll just drive past this chap and a few other characters, and they don't want to deal with that, but they deal with all the things that attract tourism. So that's just my take on it. But anyway, interesting story, Lola, and you're enjoying it down here all the same.
Yeah, we've been in Sosua for 3 years, so Sosua definitely has great schools, a lot of activities for children. We're enjoying what's here today, but I mean, we also recognize that the push for Sosua to be solely for families isn't real. It's for the investors. My fear, as someone who has established a household here, is that things will now will not be affordable, which is one of the reasons why we moved here.
Yeah. Well, let's see how it all unfolds, but good comments. Thank you so much, Lola, and I'll let you get back to the family. Cheers. Have you seen any families come over here?
No, this year no families from Europe, no children. The sidewalks are not here or too bad, too small. You can fall down in every corner.
Well, that's obviously not a problem because there's none coming.
Yeah, this is the war in Europe and the Ukraine. The people don't have money. Everything is expensive. The food, the flights.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to bring a family with 3 children. You need minimum $10,000 for the vacation.
Yeah.
And who earns this?
And they want Sosua to survive on family tourism. Ironic, isn't it? Empty streets, empty businesses, empty promises, and still no family tourism seen anywhere. That's the reality Sosua faces today. The aftershocks of Operation Atlantico could last for many years. And let's be honest, do you really believe those so-called high-end tourists will ever flood into Sosua? The cruise port at Punta Bergantine is at least 5 years away from completion. And even if the ships arrive, the impact will be minimal. Just look at Puerto Plata. They already have 2 fully functional cruise ports, and yet only a handful of carefully selected businesses profit from it. The rest of the city sees little to no benefits. So why would Sosua be any different? So no, I'm not holding my breath about the cruise ship plans. In the meantime, as desperation grows, one thing is certain, crime will rise. The wealthy supporters of the change may have some savings for now, but the majority of the local population live from day to day, and so the transition period can be long and painful without a plan B. For all its ups and downs, Sosua has never been a dull place. It's a roller coaster of a town, but now the stakes are higher than ever. So I want to speak directly to the Dominican residents of Sosua. This is your town, your land, your country. Will you allow greedy corporations to take it away from you? Will you stand by while they push you and your businesses out? Will you watch as they destroy the natural beauty of Sosua's beaches? Because the new investors are already replacing you. They are bringing in the new people, new businesses, a new system that doesn't have you in mind. The grip is slipping, the clock is ticking. Act now before it's too late. All right, folks, we're nearing the end. I just want to leave you with one proverb that I love. It's better to live in dangerous freedom than in safe, decaying slavery. So fight for what you want. Now, if any of you guys watching this do want to come down here and you're considering moving here for whatever reasons, there's a lot of good ones too. I offer relocation consultancy, and I can be contacted at info@educatedtraveler.info, and also check out my online information service called InfoHub. All right, folks, that almost completes things here, but many thanks for watching. And I still hope that we're going to see you down here, because nothing's going to beat their nasty, greedy agenda like mixed tourism flocking back into Sosua. Take care and happy travels.